Hi friends! Today I am going to go on a walk here at the Mercer Slough, and I'm going to look for bugs and look for signs of bugs because sometimes they crawl away really fast but we can still tell that they were there. I am also just gonna go check out what's new, see what's blooming, see what's changed, and yeah, let you know what I noticed. So let's get started. This is called Slough, S-A-L-A-L, and you can see its buds. It has these kind of thick leaves and buds that look like little tiny bells and have really small hairs on them, and also, if you feel them, they're a little bit sticky, which is kind of cool. So if you see any in your neighborhood, you should feel these. See if they feel sticky to you. Here's another awesome flower that grows here. I showed you in a video a while back this leaf. It's called thimbleberry, and I also called it nature's toilet paper because it's so soft. So you can definitely feel how soft it is. And you can also look now for these flowers, which are white and have 5 petals that are kind of round-shaped. And in another month or so, they're going to have some delicious berries. Thimbleberry. Okay, so one of the first signs of insects I can find are these leaves. Do you see anything unusual about the leaf? What do you think ate it? Something hungry, it looks like. Oh my goodness, look at the plants in the canoe. I've never seen them go this crazy. That's pretty awesome. I didn't even know they would get that big. So here's another awesome sign of an insect, and you might have seen these before. You find them on old sticks, and what happens is the mama insect lays her eggs in this old log, but not right on the top, right? Because that wouldn't be safe. Instead, she lays her eggs underneath the top layer of bark. And then after the babies hatch, they're like surrounded by food. It'd be like if we were born into a giant tub of pizza. And so they eat and eat and eat and eat and eat their way out. And by the time they get out to the surface, they are grown up and ready to live their lives outside of the stick. But I think they make such beautiful patterns. And I love to see what patterns I can find when I'm looking at these sorts of sticks. So what do you think this one looks like? I think it kind of reminds me of a flower. Like here's the stem, and here's a leaf, and here's a bud. But you can use your imagination and say what you think it looks like. Here's some more insect signs. We've got lots of hungry caterpillars out, don't we? Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks like somebody made a bridge in the middle of our pond. Was that one of you? How creative. So the fiddleheads, they were really small spirals down at the bottom of the ferns, but now look, they're starting to uncurl, and look how much bigger they've gotten. This one's almost all the way uncurled. And so you can see where this one was curled up before, but now it's a grown-up fern frond. All of the big leaf maple tree flowers have fallen all over the trail. Isn't it so beautiful? Look at them. They're not the showiest flowers I've ever seen, but when they cover the whole trail, it looks pretty cool. Oh my goodness. I think last time we measured the skunk cabbage, it came up to right above my knee, right? Let's check it now. Look at this one. It comes all the way up to my waist. I wonder if there are any that are taller than you are. Let's see. This one, ooh, this one's pretty tall. This one comes up past my belly button. And there might even be some taller ones. If you come out for a walk, you should see if you can find one that's taller than you are. I'm not very good at finding slugs. I need you guys here with me. I can't find them on my own very well. I like to hide down inside of the leaves. There's one. There's a little baby slug. Do you see it? It is smaller than my fingernail. And nope, that's not one. There's another one. That one's tiny too. How many slugs do you think you can find on a walk? Okay. Finally found a bigger slug. And friends, do you know where the slug's eyes are? Can you see them? So it has two tentacles sticking out of the top of its head, right? Do you see those? And its eyeballs are on the end of its tentacles. So right over there. Now, do you like it when someone pokes you in the eye? Me neither. And the slugs don't either. That's why if we touch a slug, look, do you see that? It pulled its eyeballs back so that I couldn't poke them, so that its eyes would stay safe. And I'm gonna pick the slug up. And at first it's scared, but after it starts to feel comfortable and knows I'm not gonna hurt it, it will stick its tentacles back out. But it probably isn't sure yet. So see, it's just very carefully. Like when you're scared, do you jump right ahead and do something? Or are you kind of slow and careful? I think that's what this slug's doing. And so I always recommend, if you are going to hold a slug, here at Pollywog we are kind to nature. And so my challenge for you, if you decide to hold one, is to see if you can hold it so gently and carefully that it sticks its eyeballs back out. Because that's how you know that you're being kind to nature and kind to the slug and not hurting it too much. Sometimes it takes a while, right? Like when I'm scared, sometimes it takes me a while to feel better. So I can't blame the slug too much. Alright, Sluggy, I'm gonna put you back now. Enjoy your flower. Let's see, now it's back on its flower. Will it feel safe again? Oh, see, it knows it's on a safe spot, so look how much faster it poked its eyeballs out when it went somewhere familiar. Hi, enjoy your dinner. See you later. Sometimes friends like to ask about this plant, and this is called horsetail. Does it look like a horsetail to you? What do you think? What about when it gets bigger and spreads out? I'm not sure I see it, but it does feel very nice. I like to use my science fingers to gently touch it, but I want to leave it in the ground so that it can survive and grow. I'm just gonna do a walk around to see if I can spot any bunnies. Whoop, not a bunny, but there are some slugs here. Maybe we should call it Slug Field. Wow, look how long that slug is. It's as long as my finger. Do you see any bunnies? I do. It's very far away and I'm not sure if my camera will show it or not, but it's brown and it's not moving at all. Do you see it? I'll see if I can get closer. There it goes. It's not too far away. Bye, bunny. So there's one of the bunnies that lives here at Bunny Field. And even if you can't find any bunnies, you can probably find a sign that bunnies were here. Because, does anyone know what these little brown things are? I'm not gonna touch them. There's some. That's a slug. But those are bunny scat. What's scat? Poop. There's bunny poop. Or the science word, bunny scat, all over here. And you know what? Sometimes the slugs eat it. Isn't that the weirdest thing? That's so silly. But I guess that after they eat it, it means that the scat isn't there anymore. So thanks, slugs, for cleaning up Bunny Field a little bit. See, there's some more scat and some more slugs. Nature is so interesting. I also thought I would go check on the blueberry bush, and we saw some small blueberry flowers last time, but look at them now. They are getting bigger, and they're very round. I like to compare them to the Slough berries because they're kind of similar. They're about the same size and color, but these ones are a little bit rounder, and they're not sticky the way that a Slough berry is. What do you think? What differences do you notice? Water lilies are blooming a little bit. How fun is that? Do you ever come to the other side of the park by the blueberry farm? Sometimes it's kind of fun because there are different plants. Sometimes I find frogs out here too, which is kind of fun. I like to stop at little puddles like this. It's covered in something called duckweed. It's a very tiny floating plant. And I like to look and see if I can see any frog eyes poking up out of the duckweed, because frogs like to hang out in that stuff. I don't see any in this one, but you should keep an eye out. So the frog is a brownish green, and it's surrounded by a bunch of green, and it's staying very still. Do you see it? Oh, did you see it jump? Bye, froggy. Bloop, bloop. Apparently, right now they like to hang out at the edge. Whoa, look how tall that skunk cabbage is. Oh! It's still not as tall as me, but it's close. Cool. I bet that one's taller than you. See if you can find it when you come out here. So it's getting a little bit late, and there's still one more animal sign that I haven't been able to find today, but that I do know is out here because I find it sometimes, and that is the sign of something called a leaf miner, and I will put a picture up. The mama leaf miner lays her eggs inside the leaf, and then when they hatch, they eat their way out of the leaf, and they make these really interesting patterns. So sort of like the bark beetles, I like to look at them and see what kinds of shapes I can see in them. What do you see in this one? What does it look like to you? If you find your own, do you think it'll have a different shape? I wanted to stop by the overlook really quickly, and look what I see. The big leaf maples are starting to grow baby helicopter seeds. It takes them all summer before they get big enough to fall off. Look how green it is. If you come out here, especially if it's towards the end of the day, like after dinner, you should just come out to the overlook and listen to all the birds. This is just so peaceful right now. watching my video. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have some wonderful nature walks this week. And I will see you soon.